Here in Spokane with the Big Sky defensive MVP in Dante Olson, who has continued to write his name in the record books. I know you love talking about yourself, Dante, so we'll do it for a couple more minutes here. But just your thoughts on getting the honor before we get going with the team and being named the Defensive Player of the Year and just kind of to start the season off right.
You know, it's a huge honor. The Big Sky's a great conference, a lot of good players, a lot of great athletes, and to have that recognition is pretty sweet, big blessing. So wouldn't have been able to do it without the guys that we're going to battle with every play, or the coaches calling the calls and making us better.
How has each season changed for you? Because a couple of years ago, you were just trying to get on the field. Then last year, you were kind of the sleeping giant that had 151 tackles. Now this year, you're not going to hide from anyone. So how has the mindset and approach really changed for you each year, Dante?
You know, I think that my mindset and the approach is the one thing that's like stayed grounded. It's you know, every day, just going to work, getting better, whether it's at 5:45 in the morning or at fall camp. You know, that's one thing. As a redshirt freshman, that was my goal. You know, keep my mouth shut and work as hard as I can every day, and it hasn't really changed since then. You know, every single day waking up with one goal, one purpose in mind.
I've been able to be in the room with you and Kent Bear at times when you're breaking down film. So just tell us a little bit about your relationship with Coach Bear. He's with you a lot with the linebackers, defensive coordinator, of course. So what is he like? Because he's someone that I don't think that the public gets to see him a lot. What is your guys' relationship like working with him each day?
You know, Coach Bear is a really great coach. He's been there, done that, that's for sure. He's been all over the place, coached some really fantastic players, and it's an honor to be able to work with him because he really knows what he's doing. He expects a lot out of us, that's for sure. He can be kind of hard on us sometimes, but it's all out of love, and you know, every once in a while he'll have a little sense of humor going for him, and no, he's awesome. I really love and respect the guy.
Player run practices throughout the summer. We mentioned it with Dalton talking about the offensive side of the ball from the defensive side of the ball. How do you feel that those player run practices have gone in the summer as you guys progress here for fall camp?
You know, this year specifically has really stood out. We're getting a lot done, getting a lot of work done. Guys are showing up with a purpose and, you know, running the plays and learning a lot. And it's awesome being able to go against our offense because it's one of the best in the Big Sky, if not the best. So
when you guys get ready now, August 31st, of course, ramping up for South Dakota, but what are you doing in the next 5 to 6 weeks to really ramp up the intensity, so to speak? Or is it more now, Dante, after 4 years of making sure you keep enough in the tank for that first game?
You know, there's a lot of preparation before our first week and a lot of things to focus on. You know, tomorrow I'm worried about getting some sleep tonight before our workout. So it's taking it day by day, and you know, when we start focusing on South Dakota, that's when we start focusing on them. I mean, obviously been watching some film on our opponents, but you know, nothing's really changed. It's just you know, the same mindset, trying to get ready, trying to push everybody around me, and same goes the other way. So
being here in Spokane, everyone talking about trying to avoid you on the football field, of course, but they want to talk to you off the football field. So what's it been like interacting with coaches like Coach Hawkins? I know you spent some time with him, and just the former players, just being able to chat a little bit before you go to battle with each other.
It's cool being able to hang out with some of the guys and, you know, get to know the face behind the face mask, as some people would say. It's also cool, you know, talking and interacting with the coaches and get a different perspective on, you know, the facing us, facing them, and because normally you don't have that relationship with them. You just go up to them after a game and shake their hand. So it's definitely cool being able to talk to the guys and the coaches.
Is there one game circled on your calendar here for this upcoming season? A lot of big games Griz fans are really focusing on. Is there one that's standing out to you?
I mean, you know, that's a tough question because right now the first one that's circled is obviously South Dakota. It's our first game, and it's the most important game, you know. But you can't overlook the Cats. It's obviously a game that's going to haunt us, but for now it's definitely South Dakota, and they're our biggest opponent because they're the first one, and they're a really good team and physical, have a good quarterback, and looking forward to the challenge.
I feel like I knew what answer was coming from Dante, but I had to ask the question anyway. Grizzlies getting set for fall camp. Dante Olson, the preseason MVP in the league.